When you think about making a cold call, what happens in your mind and your body? Seriously, does your chest tighten up? Does your head start racing? Do you suddenly remember that you really need to reorganize your desk drawer right now? Here's what I want you to know. You're human. We all do this. And that fear you're feeling about picking up the phone and dialing, that's not actually about the call itself. It's about the story your brain keeps telling you what that call means. I know this fear personally because it nearly stopped me from building my first $30 million book of business. So if cold calling has ever made you freeze up or find excuses, this video is for you. Stay with me to the end. Now, here's what we're covering. Step 1, why your brain treats cold calling like a physical threat and what to do about it. Step 2, the identity shift that separates confident callers from hesitant ones. Step 3, the exact 10-second reset I use before every call to build 3 $30 million books of business. You can do this too. And here's another resource for you. A private online community out of sight from the prying eyes of your boss or company. It's my private community called the Seller's Mind Lab, where sellers are free to talk about their frustrations, concerns, and get help with other like-minded sales professionals. The link will appear at the end of the video, so stay with me. For those that are new to the channel, hi, I'm Christine, the Savvy Sales Lady. Over my 40 plus years in corporate insurance sales, I built 3 separate $30 million books of business, but I wasn't born fearless. Early on, I'd sit at my desk and stare at the phone, practically willing it not to ring back with any rejection or fear of picking it up to talk to prospects. Can I ask you something? Have you ever rehearsed something over and over and over again and then completely talk yourself out of doing it? Yeah, I've been there too. After my father died, I left my corporate job when they wouldn't let me be off to be with him in his final days. I had to start over completely. No leads, no safety net, just me and a phone and disciplined with belief that I could build it from scratch. Now, here I am 11 years later, helping people like you build your own multi-million dollar books of business. So let me show you what I did so you can repeat it. Keep in mind, everything I'm telling you is from a sales mindset perspective. This is stuff they don't teach you in training. So step 1, why your brain treats cold calling as a threat. Before we talk about technique, we need to talk about biology. So here's a question. Do you ever feel nervous before you even dial the number? That's your brain running ahead of you, scanning for danger, trying to protect you from embarrassment. When you reach for the phone, your brain searches its memory banks and pulls up rejection, embarrassment, failure, and judgment. And it interprets this as one big threat. Decades ago, when I was building my first $30 million book of business, I felt physically sick before dialing. Now, keep in mind, I'm an introvert. So this was a real fear of mine. My hands would shake, my breathing would get shallow. I genuinely thought something was wrong with me. Everybody else around me was doing it with ease, except for me. Nothing was wrong. I just didn't understand how the brain works. Your amygdala, the part of the brain that handles fear, fires up when it senses uncertainty. And cold calling, well, that's pure uncertainty, right? So your brain reacts. You hesitate. You avoid. You suddenly feel interested in scrolling social media. Have you ever noticed how creative your brain gets at finding other things to do when it's time to cold call? So this is what I discovered. We're not actually afraid of cold calling. We're afraid of uncertainty. And that's a completely different problem, and it's much easier to solve. So here's an action step for you. Write this down. My fear is biological, not personal. I can override biology. You certainly can, because I sure did. Step 2, the identity shift that creates confidence. So let me ask you something important. When you pick up the phone to make that cold call or that cold outreach, who do you believe you are in that moment? Are you a salesperson asking for something? Or are you a business owner taking control of your revenue? So in your mind, are you a salesperson or are you a business owner? That's important. Stay with me. When I left corporate after my dad died, I didn't have a company feeding me leads anymore. I was the business. If I didn't call, I didn't eat. My entire identity had to shift from salesperson to business owner. And if you're a salesperson now, you can make that shift in your mind to see yourself as a business owner, and you should. Here's why. Your identity drives your behavior always. If you believe I'm bothering people, you'll hesitate. If you believe I'm not good on the phone, you'll avoid it. Business owners, they don't avoid revenue, they pursue it with clarity and confidence. What if you stopped thinking like a sales rep and started thinking like the CEO of your own book of business, the CEO of your territory? In my online community, the Seller's Mind Lab, we talk about these issues. This private online community is for sellers just like you who are looking for help outside the prying eyes of social media. You can find the link at the end of this video. Just check it out. Because the truth is, your behavior will always match your identity. Change who you believe you are, and your actions will follow naturally. Now, here's an action step. Before every dialing session, say this out loud. I'm a business owner. This call is my revenue. Let me share a personal Christmas ritual, and that is I watch Fat Man with Mel Gibson every single year. I love this scene where he sits down at his desk and starts calling vendors for orders. He wasn't sweating it. He needed orders to survive. So he pounded out call after call, even when the vendors kept telling him no. I love that scene. That's the commitment you need to be successful at cold calling. Step 3, the 10-second reset that builds momentum. Here's a powerful question for you. What if confidence isn't something you feel, but something you can create? After I learned the science that I'm about to share with you, before every cold call, I used a simple 10-second reset. It grounded me, it centered me. This is a mindset tip. And my cold calling results were so good. I actually set 26 meetings in 9 days for a client. The video testimonial about this is in the description area below. The 10-second mental reset works. Now, here's the science behind it. Your nervous system responds immediately to 3 things: breath, intention, and micro commitment. Do these 3 things, and your amygdala, your fear center, calms down. Meanwhile, your prefrontal cortex, the logical, confident part of your brain, comes online and engages. So here's how this works. Take 1 deep breath in over 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds, then slowly exhale it for 4 seconds. Number 2, say to yourself, I'm a business owner controlling my revenue. Number 3 is your commitment. Tell yourself just one call and I'll evaluate. This bypasses overwhelm. It triggers action. And once you make that first call, your brain settles into momentum. Can you do anything with confidence for 10 seconds? I bet you can. And that's all you need to get started. Now, here's your action step. Before your next dialing session, use the 10-second mindset reset on your very first call and just do one. Now, here's what I want you to remember. You're not afraid of cold calling. You're afraid of the meaning your brain attaches to it. And now you know how to rewrite that meaning. Master these 3 steps and cold calling will feel lighter, calmer, and even more effective. And if you need more support, check out the Seller's Mind Lab below, just right below me. It's fun, it's private, and it's a way to work with me inexpensively. In the next episode, we'll tackle the next big challenge: how to start a cold call without sounding like a salesperson. And make sure you subscribe, because we're building your multi-million-dollar book of business together. Now stay savvy,